Now, Iran is at the top of the agenda at the UN Security Council meeting underway in New York right now. Strong statements have been made by the US, accusing Iran of supplying weapons to Syria. But Russia has criticized the US sanctions, calling them unilateral. For more on this, let's now talk to American lawyer and professor of international law at the Geneva School of Diplomacy, Dr. Alfred de Zayas, live in Geneva. Thank you for coming on RT today. Iran's economy and financial sector already under heavy sanctions from the US and the EU, who all the while claim Iran is pursuing nuclear weapons. What is the agenda here, do you think?
Well, I am not an economist. I'm a professor of law, and I'm also a former United Nations senior official. And I very much believe in the United Nations Charter and very much believe in the purposes and the principles of the organization, the most important one being peacekeeping and peacemaking. And I have a great concern about the organization being transformed into a war-making organization and misusing the Security Council for purposes of incitement.
Well, I'm sorry, can you give us some examples of these purposes of incitement? Can you give us some examples, please?
If you follow the media in Europe, in the United States, you see that we're gearing up for an attack, and we're trying to make an attack on Iran somehow plausible, somehow justifiable. Now, we know already from the experience in 2003, exactly 9 years ago, the war against Iraq commenced. We know that there was a gearing up to that war linked with the so-called weapons of mass destruction that did not exist. The United Nations was engaged in